There's a moment that every woman knows. You know, that moment in front of the closet. We look at our heels, we love them, they're gorgeous, they elevate an outfit. And yet it's pure dread, because we know full well they're going to make us suffer terribly. So we hesitate, we calculate how long the night will last, we wonder if we'll even go. Anyway, why have we accepted for years that suffering was part of the game? Today I'm talking about a brand I'm collaborating with for the third time, Cosy Island. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 different models. If you like content about elegance and style, remember to subscribe. Not only does it help boost my YouTube channel, but it also helps grow the community. So let's start with this gorgeous pair of pumps, the Serpent Chic. I couldn't wait to show you this model, just like the other 2 models coming up. So make sure to stay until the end of the video. I've already worn them and I can confirm they're really comfortable. Plus, I live in a city where almost the entire town and the ground are covered in cobblestones. So walking in heels on that isn't necessarily easy, but in this case with these it was a joy because they stay on the foot well without squeezing the toes, and that's a real plus. So here we have a sleek silhouette. The subtle detail of the heel, which has a snake pattern and a bright beige color, perfect for spring. The heel height is 8.5 centimeters, so it's perfectly fine and practical for walking. It's not too high or too low. Personally, it's a heel height that suits me very well, so it's quite good in terms of balance. And with this pair of Serpent Chic, what's great is that you can wear them for different occasions too. You can go to work, to a meeting, to a dinner, to an event. In short, this pair can really be worn for any occasion. There's a 3rd generation Prozone insole inside that really absorbs shocks. It's an insole found in many Cosy Island models that I've had, well, the pleasure of being able to try. Honestly, at least personally, it's incredibly effective. As someone who loves walking in heels with these insoles, you really feel the impact being absorbed. So what I like about this model is that it elongates the silhouette without making the gait stiff. Because as I was saying, well, it's a heel that holds the foot well without squeezing it. In short, we're talking about top-notch comfort. It's the kind of heel you can wear for hours without needing to take it off under the table, you know? And visually, it's just absolutely stunning. It's the kind of pump that modernizes a simple and elegant outfit. Straight jeans, a flowing dress. It's the one really that I see becoming a must-have for this season. Next, we move on to a much bolder pair of heels with a heel that really appealed to me visually, which is T-shaped and which brings all its originality to this pair. You'll see. Look at this. Look at this shoe. Isn't it beautiful? These are the Power Walks. So right now, as I'm doing this unboxing, I haven't put them on my feet yet. You might see some video overlays so you can get an idea of how they look when worn. But visually, we're looking at something quite nice. 11 centimeters of heel height. There's a 2 centimeter platform here, which provides a lot of stability because, well, with 11 centimeter heels, you still need to be stable on them. There's a platform at the front that reduces the arch of the foot, so that's pretty good too. And so they were designed basically to distribute the weight well. So between the 11 centimeter heel and the front platform, it allows, well, to balance everything out nicely. The fabric, which we see a lot at Cosy Island, fits the foot well, likewise, without compressing it. And then what I really like about these heels is at the front it shows the toes. I find it very sexy. It brings a little vintage touch, a little bit of an era. And anyway, in the shape of the shoe, we find, thanks to this heel, a kind of shape that can take us back to the 70s. So it's a little retro side that is very nice. In any case, it's a pair that brings a real presence because when you arrive with this kind of heel in a room, I can guarantee you won't go unnoticed. Small detail also, we have a double texture here. We find a kind of suede texture on the heel, on the ankle strap, and on the front for the toes. And it's another little favorite of mine. They're going to join the little shelf with the other shoes from the Cosy Island collection without further delay. I'm putting the links in the video description, of course, so you don't have to search. And if you're interested likewise, I'm putting the code in the video description so you can take a closer look. And now for the 3rd pair, we're changing energy. This time we're going for a pair of cream-colored Slimbacks, you'll see, which also have a lot of charm. So here we are on a more refined, more delicate pair of heels, more appropriate for a special occasion. We have a heel that is about 10.5 centimeters in height, so it's basically the same as before. We're actually quite high up, but we also have a platform at the front of the heel, which helps to prevent too much of a foot arch. We also have a strap that helps to secure the hold. So here we're still looking at a little gem from Cosy Island, likewise in the new arrivals, which is absolutely magnificent. So clearly this model is perfect for a wedding, a ceremony, or a chic event. and with the seasons coming up, spring and summer, it's definitely the right type of color. What I particularly appreciate about this pair is the visual lightness. It's very fine, really. It's very elegant, very fine. I don't know if that's the right name, but a kind of trim, I'll call it that. A trim on the side that gives the impression of little flowers. It's very elegant, very sober at the same time, which brings a little touch of fantasy to this pair of shoes that is extremely simple in the end. No, really, it's a true beauty. There's something very Grace Kelly about this silhouette. It's quite timeless, it's very, very feminine and effortlessly elegant, you know. Inside, you'll also find an insole that helps absorb shocks when you walk. So I'm really looking forward to testing them in real-life situations. And as usual, you'll find the models on my social media, on TikTok, on Instagram. But in any case, I can't wait to be invited to a wedding so I can wear them. Truly, comfort in heels plus plus. I'm really delighted with this collaboration, especially since I really wear their heels on a daily basis. And they all have one thing in common. They're stable, they breathe, and they don't rub. Really, it's pure bliss. And I have 2 quick questions for you. Do you tend to choose your heels for their beauty or for their comfort? And second question, have you already found the perfect pair? I'd be curious to know. Tell me in the comments. If you want to see all the models in detail, I'll put all the links in the video description. That way you don't have to search for them. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell. And above all, remember, elegance shouldn't be synonymous with suffering. Alright, I'll see you very soon for a new video. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I send you kisses.